What's up, Zox fam? We're back with some more Godforge. Now, we are currently at the live premiere for the demo 2.0. So some of you guys might see this later, but we're going to be reacting to this live as it goes up. So again, we might have some questions. Let me know how you guys feel in the comment section down below, but let's go ahead and let's tune in. All right, let's see. What has Godforge cooked for us?
Hey guys, this is Simon from Fateless. We're going to be bringing you demo 2.0.
This is sick.
What does that mean? So basically, we've had a number of big investment type conversations over the last month or so since Gamescom, and as part of those conversations, you kind of go through a pitch deck. You know, these are all the things that we're going to be doing in our game. This is what we stand for as a company.
Okay.
This is what we're driving for over the next 5 years. All that type of stuff. But then,
that's good combos to have.
At that stage, they say, well, now we need you to send us a build. So it's like, can you guys actually design something cool? But then, more importantly, can you execute on it and deliver an actual game? So what we've done is we've built for those businesses, those kind of groups that are looking for that stage. We've built demo 2.0, and what this does is it really acts as a bit of a roadmap for the game as well.
Yo,
So
this
just,
is pretty cool.
The kind of demo that we've shown you so far. It also gives you some of the features that we're looking to build over the next bit of time.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured they were gonna do.
To anything, we give these people the teaser, okay, around some of the combat.
Oh wow!
And
So
some of the character designs we've already done.
wow, they're actually getting into what they're going to be showing to the big money investors. This is actually stuff we never get to see. Actually,
you've been watching along, but also some stuff that might be new to you in terms of what we're doing with the project. Particularly cool. Shamash staring us down, and then we get the kind of reveal. And this is kind of like the intro. Give someone that real kind of feeling of cool.
Yeah, like what is your project? Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Going on. Also tells people the different devices we're looking to launch with, which is important as well from, you know, assessing us type of point of view. Okay, let's get in.
Yeah, I love how this game is already starting to
The
look.
advice we were given.
Ooh,
really
clan.
stage. Listen up, people. The advice we were given is, if it's not finished, make sure it looks very unfinished.
Yes,
So
very
that's
true.
called white boxing in this type of world. So a bit like this screen here. It's not finished, therefore don't try and put something in which looks nearly done, because they'd be like, oh, that's done, and it looks kind of crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Better off putting something very white box in so that people understand it's not finished yet. It's just like temporary assets. The way we've done the demo 2.0 for the people that are testing is we're forcing them somewhere. So I'm clicking here, nothing's working. I'm railroading them in to a direction so that
That's sweet.
just
Nice.
very quickly get an understanding of, for us, we wanted to get an understanding of battle. So we take them into the battle first.
So it's kind of like tutorial stuff right
Got
there.
some different elements of the game. This is, again, not how it will look, but we're just giving people a feel. And in here, I can't go into any of the other areas apart from campaign, which I'm like railroading. But I can click and just be like, okay, well, what does this mean in the game?
Ooh,
So
Chronos.
We're going to have a clan boss. We're going to have different difficulties. We're going to have arena gameplay.
Yeah.
Normalized modes and sort of some ladder-based arena gameplay. We're going to have dungeons to fight. And again, just some...
Who is that, though?
Like
This is looking good.
3D assets, stuff you'd expect. But then we're kind of railroading them into the campaign. And again, here...
Wow, so they got all the locations with the flags, looks like. That looks really good.
I love this little pan over here. We take people into this kind of like demo stage that already exists. So none of this is clickable, none of it's built yet, but we're basically we're taking people into the demo that we built for Gamescom. And then they can just see gameplay, they can sort of play around with the game mode.
Yeah, this looks good.
Forcing the heroes that you've got to play with, and this is, if you watch the demo, you've already seen this. But here they can kind of like see what people's abilities do, and we can just get the gameplay rolling. So they can either go on auto and like 2 times.
Ability, is it me or the ability starting to kind of look a little better? Like they have more animations to them.
In here. Do we want to fight in the reliquary? Yes, we do. That's where we get our juicy loot.
Ah, so they did, okay, they did something similar to E7. It's kind of like portals. That's so sick. Okay.
We've not touched at the moment, any of the camera stuff, any of the animations, any of that stuff, it's still exactly the same as what we showed in game.
Oh, okay, it is the same.
If
Okay.
there was any bugs or anything which didn't feel quite right, it's still not going to feel quite right. Nothing's really changed in that sense. All we were doing is basically bringing people now into the rest of what the game.
Yo, the animations do look a lot better though. Like I like, am I literally tripping?
And we got Musashi coming in. Herc does his ult to power up and then gives her a whack.
Even the taking damage animation looks really good.
She's buffing my team instead of her team. We come up against the Ramses fight. Zeus laying in tons of damage, honestly. Herc doing a bit as well. And we find the final fight is against Anubis. Again, doing a decent amount of damage against the
Jeez. Yeah, that impact on Anubis's ability is crazy.
Because we're on the demo and we're trying to force people to win. So, Herc coming in with a smack.
Yeah, this looks really good.
Oh, wow, that's a massive hit from
Dang.
there. Okay.
The mists of
And then we want to give people a sense of, okay, well, what
story.
does an end of campaign, like parallax cutscene, look like for us? Again, I don't want to show too much of this because I'm saving it for people that actually get into the beta.
Yeah.
Wait, there, but
That's sick. Okay, so they okay.
like a greed-flavored soup. Spew forth those that want more glory.
Got the VAs on deck.
it's pretty cool though.
Listen, if you guys need VAs, I got some, I'm friends with a ton of VAs, man.
Anyway, not to show
If you got a website that they need to sign up on, hey, listen, I'll send them your way.
And then again, I'm not letting people do anything other than now go to the Sanctum.
Okay.
So again, we're railroading the people that are analyzing our build.
So it's basically like it's like tutorial guide, like
Back to the
guidance
Sanctum,
basically, which
and
is
now
good.
We're forcing people into the Godforge.
Which is the
Some stuff I've got
gotcha.
to censor here because it's too much information already. But there are different areas that
Yeah, the
show
gotcha.
the guys that are going to be testing this mode, so they can come in and see what these different areas do. So every one of these will have a pop-up.
Okay.
We're forcing people into like the summoning environment with their crystals.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
This is still
Still in the
white
works.
box or grey box or whatever. Like it's just giving people the flow of.
Dude, I like that banner. Is that who is that? Is that Herc?
None of it's real. This is like a very early mock-up we did of a summon type of animation and how that flow goes through, and then we get a hero and we can see what they're
Ooh.
in the demo, but I can't click on anything else.
Dude, this character
And
looks
then
so
it's
nice.
forcing the user
Brunhild looks
to
so
do what
freaking
he
nice.
here, to get excited about, okay, this is what summoning feels like. This is how this type of game works. All of that stuff.
Is that a legend? Oh,
Yeah,
Musashi.
so for
Okay.
Musashi, very sweet. And then it's like one more summon. What might I get? It would be amazing if it was a legendary, right?
Would it? Is it? Oh, it is.
Oh, Anubis. Anyway, you get the idea. So it's kind of like that good feel of grabbing yourself a champ. You can kind of.
Oh, that's sick. Okay. Okay. Not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, again, guys,
Okay, feels
this is
good.
alpha, right? Like, I want to reiterate that.
Hero screen.
So,
And in this screen again, I can look at my roster. We've seen this stuff before. A little bit tidied up. Only a little bit, but with the shaders and stuff like that. So
yeah. I was about to say, like, you could definitely tell they did something to some of this stuff to polish it
some of the
somewhat.
heroes, we're still missing VFX and all that type of stuff. Like, we've still got a load to do on this screen. And it's screens that I've shown you before.
Yeah, Herc's armor is
Plus this
looking...
club, look at this.
Yeah, his club
With the Hydra
looks like it
headband.
has more detail on it. Yeah, like, his club has way more
Actually,
detail
like,
on it.
zoom in on some of the detail, but it still needs a bit of work on the texturing and the shaders and stuff. But it gives the person who's reviewing the game a
An
flavor at
idea,
least of
yeah.
what we're trying to
This
achieve.
dude, this looks so
Yeah,
freaking
with
good.
Different heroes. Again, you can kind of zoom in, get a good feel for the graphics quality, all that type of stuff. And the light, I don't know why we've not sorted this yet. The lighting on the back of this setting is just nowhere near amped up enough. So I can't see all of this amazing work that's been done.
Yeah, the detail on the
Stuff
cape.
that we have to fix over time. That's all stuff to fix. But basically, we can go through and see what the different heroes are up to, and see a few of the flourishes that we've actually got in already and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, can go through each one. We then have kind of like the breakdown of what the different things might be. So
You got your
I can go in and see
skills.
what the skills are for each of these different elements. Some of this stuff I'm going to have to censor, so I'm not going to show you this yet, but this will be what gearing does and what awakening does. And lastly, I guess we'll show you this one. So complete hidden challenges in the world to uncover new mastery. So our mastery
Oh, that's kind of cool.
like challenge based and actually mastering stuff to earn masteries,
Which
and
makes
give them
sense.
to your heroes to empower your heroes in different ways. So it's gonna be a fun kind of like go out and find masteries. Yeah, and it might be you hit a certain enemy for so much damage and it unlocks a damage mastery that all of your heroes could equip from that moment on.
Oh, so universal
So I imagine
masteries
it's
would
gonna
be
really fun.
crazy.
But again, once we've done that, you can then come back out. And then the user who is like analyzing our build has basically got free reign to then click into anything they want. So, they can look at the event screen and be like, okay, what have Godforge got planned for events?
So world bosses to earn
world
new
bosses to
powerful
earn
new
powerful
gods. Wow,
Slay the
okay.
tarnished enemies of legend to earn powerful rewards. It's all very top level stuff, right? We're just giving people a flavor of what different things could be. Battle against your biggest rivals in challenging trials to earn powerful rewards. Very
Find the
vague.
Temple of Ishtar for
Find the
fame and
Temple of
glory.
Ishtar for fame and
So is
glory.
that like the tower mode, maybe?
What else we got here? Heroes will just take us into this screen. Index. Over 250 heroes from myth and legend. 10 different factions.
Wait, is that how many you plan on having on release?
that's what we got.
250?
Missions. So again, if you played this type of game before, you understand what we're trying to do. But missions will introduce new players to the genre and drive experienced players to the best parts of the game. So it's kind of helping players understand the game.
Okay.
Crafted onboarding experience to maximize understanding and retention, and then the ability to earn amazing heroes over longer mission lines. So that's what we're aiming to do with missions.
Okay, so that's kind of,
quests.
this is really fleshed
Daily
out.
quests to bring players back, give them something to look forward to every day. Quests will be a delicate balance between variety and consistency to make players feel excited to log in or log on. And yes, we do have a shop for anyone who wants this to purely be a completely free-to-play game. It's not. We do have a shop. So dynamic offers based on spending patterns,
Okay.
data-driven pricing and layout. It's all stuff to try and entice you to buy a pack. Let's be honest. And then lastly, the one here that I've not done yet, Clan Hall. Join forces with other players to defeat cooperative bosses and challenges for a chance at some of the best loot in the game.
Okay.
Gather together with other clans to form larger player clusters.
Oh,
There's
that's
obviously
kind
a
of
ton more
cool.
stuff in our roadmap that you don't see here around what some of the different game modes will be, how they're going to look and feel. But really what we needed was something that a company that's looking to part with serious amounts of cash and invest in something like Fateless would basically be able to then get a feel of the game, a feel for what we're trying to achieve, and then we send alongside this like a timeline of when we're looking to get stuff done.
Yeah, this is really
So,
good.
This is Demo 2.0. It's really just a build on top of what we'd already done at Gamescom, and I guess it helps us towards a roadmap of for our next massive milestone, which starts on Monday. What things are we prioritizing to get into the beta so that you guys can start to actually experience gameplay rather than just see cool visuals. So that's going to be it for today. Let me know.
That's
Is it
pretty
what you're
sick.
Expecting, and is there anything that's caught your eye there that you're like, damn, that looks really sweet? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one.
Yeah, that's actually pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, that was really good. I feel like everything that we seen in that was super, super, super good. I think that like one of the main things. Oh yeah, guys, excuse me for the background. I'm in the process of moving, so. But either way, I feel like everything that they're trying to do with the game so far seems like they really are trying to just hit everything right off the bat. Like, hey, this is the type of content we're gonna have. This is the game modes we're gonna have. These are the variants of units we're gonna have. Even just down to the gacha already, we're seeing that, which is pretty cool. I really honestly think one of the big takeaways from this that we're able to actually see is the amount of content so far. And I think the big thing that kind of caught my eye was that there was going to be 250 units from what it looked like at this point that they already are showing in the game, which means I'm assuming that they're going to have 250 units by time the game officially releases, which, if I'm going to be honest with you, 250 units is a lot. I don't know if that's just like a placeholder number, but that's the type of things that kind of catch my eye, because it's like, wait, 250 units, like, you know how much like figuring out you have to do, like in terms of like team compositions and, if you're talking about, max of like teams of 4, how many different variants and styles and mixing and matching. And I will say, like, one element that I think would be actually really cool in this game is the idea that there's going to be so much diversity that everyone's team will be slightly different, or there are going to be those pickups that would be more accessible for free to play. And of course, that's one thing I think that, for example, Raid Shadow Legends does that pretty well, as far as that experience of everyone having different things, and you kind of get to traverse and figure out and big brain, different things in a different way. I will say one of the big things that I've kind of learned with these types of games is that when it comes down to theory crafting is almost a lost art. And this is kind of like one of the things I would say, at least to the Fateless team. Theory crafting is definitely one of those things where it's like a very, very specific type of player. And depending on if you're trying to make the game more broader or open to, like, say, a bigger mass or bigger audience, that core audience of people that like theory crafting and doing those types of things, it's not going to really be the whole entire community, right? Like, it's going to be a percentage. Like, it might be anywhere from 10 to 20% of your community that actually likes theory crafting. And then the remainder will be people that are just like, hey, tell me how to do this, right? And so I feel like with that, it's like trying to find that balance between making things in a way to where you give those that like that type of content a way to be able to strategize and being able to clear content, but also making sure that the mass majority, and really the vast majority that's going to be possibly playing, that might be a little bit more casual, have access to things that are maybe not as nearly as complicated. But of course, that's what we're going to be here for. We're going to probably be making guides and all that other stuff. So I don't think it's going to be that bad, but it's something that I did notice, that there's always way more casuals and people that don't like to necessarily theory craft than there are that like to super sweat and find the data and find the numbers and things of that nature. So I think it's going to be really cool to see as everyone just kind of develops and finds different things within the game. But I'm really excited. I feel like so far what we currently have for Godforge and what we've seen is great. I think a lot of the things that they're prepping to do, these are things that we don't normally get to see. And I want to reiterate that, guys. We do not normally get to see this type of stuff. So it is cool that they're allowing us to even see what they're going to be bringing to the bigger businesses that's going to be the money investors, right? Like, I think that that's something that's, like, again, it's just unseen, unheard of. You don't normally get a first look at any of this type of stuff. Because again, this is getting more into their monetization structure and, just not even just their monetization structure, but also just really more so the game structure and what they're working out and what they're working into. So again, shout out to Fateless and Godforge for allowing us the opportunity to be able to see some of these things firsthand. Let me know how you guys feel in the comment section down below. But that's going to be that, guys. Everyone, stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.